All right, so another one of those not very good days I've had today. um, and if you've seen the last videos that I posted, it's regarding this woman that I was kind of introduced to a while back, and then a couple of days ago, she just like called me and said, "Oh, I need a place to crash. You mind if I just crash in your room if you're still in?" Yeah, I said, "All right, if you have to." Okay. That turned into something like not very good the next day, and then something happened. Look, I don't want to get into details of it, but what I mentioned in another video is that like every single woman that I met out here and had some kind of like maybe romantic kind of like attraction to that has been homeless, because who's gonna date a homeless guy, other than another homeless person? But putting that aside, again, it's just this level of scam that's just incredible, man. In this case, this woman, and then what they do is, I mean, it's just apparent, man, but it's just like, oh, this woman is perfect for me. She knows everything I know about everything, and she's like playing along with everything. Yeah, she went to Facebook and everything else. I exposed myself pretty much on, and she's a really good actress, and she tells me everything I want to hear. And I know this is happening, and what I've been doing now is like I'm just letting it happen, to a certain point, and then get as much video of it as I can to and unless I can say this to you guys verbally about what happened, but unless I get some video of it, that sometimes he's probably just making it up. Really? Oh, she did all that? Yeah, she did all that, man. Well, I've never seen like this snap back and forth between being funny and nice, and then like now it's like you don't have any more money, so like I'm gonna like, not that she says that, but that's her mannerism, right? It's like, and then a fight breaks out. Because she either wants the room, or she wants me to do something to her, so she call the cops on me. Whatever it is, it ends up being this thing that it's very apparent and clear from here that I'm gonna have another bad night tonight, one way or the other. Meaning that I don't have anything. They just disappear into the woods where they came from, and this case is really funny because it's gonna be, if you watch the video about her coming back to the room, and then after she faked. I mean, we were riding back. She needed to like ride with her somewhere and then wait for her and then come back. And then on the way back, I was taking my time, and she started getting. That's when she got her image because she had what she needed, right? And she had what she needed. She no longer needed me or my money to get her that thing, and she knew I was running out of money anyway. So it's like, you know what? So on the way back, she apparently faked a seizure. I mean, she said she got dizzy and she got off the bike and then she got down and then she had. And I've never seen a seizure before. I mean, I never encountered a seizure where I was actually like knew the person, but I've seen seizures and usually they foam at the mouth and it's just a certain way. It's like if that sort of happened, I would have called her number. But I went to, you okay? And she would say, yeah, and then she did this, and then all of a sudden she was okay. She woke up. I said, you want me to call her? No. And it's like, and you have to think, maybe I should call 9. But then if I call 9, if she's faking it, then somehow this whole night is going to be completely ruined for me because then she's going to ask me questions about what happened. I don't want her to die, but at the same time, I think she's faking it, man. And she got up, of course. And then when she got up, she started right up again with the constant nagging type of fighting that will just bring me to a place where that I can't have enough. So. But I'm not leaving the apartment. It's the second time in a few months that the woman's done saying, I'm not leaving my apartment. I mean, this room that I was able to scrounge up enough, and with the kind generation, the generosity of people, I was able to get a room again today. I'm not going to give this room and give it to you just because you're acting a certain way that thinks that I'm going to get angry or pissed off or whatever it is that you wanted to, kind of emotion you wanted to. On top of everything else, just ripping me off because the guy who ended up at the end coming and picking her up was the same guy that threatened me when he was in Tent City, and then with the other Laura in Tent City, I remember like the young guy and the young guy and the older woman, and how they would get to fights or whatever. And I swear to God, that guy was looking to get my information on my phone so then he could somehow get into because he's good at that. And you know what's really funny is like he has an uncle. He told me today, and I heard he has an uncle in the Neptune Police Department a pretty high up guy that whenever he gets busted or something happens to him or he's in trouble, he just one phone call to the uncle and he's like, boom, they just take him right out. Didn't take him right, but help him. So in other words, his car busted, he stopped with a car full of drugs and whatever else, he's got a warrant and something else and somewhere else. He'll give the card, call his uncle, give his uncle the phone to the police officer. The police officer will go back to the car, talk to the uncle, who's a high up in the Neptune Police Department, and he'll say, and then he'll come back and he'll give him the phone and he goes, all right, have a nice day. And that has happened to him. He himself told me that. And again, if he didn't want me, if he told me this and he was cool, I'd say, okay, I'm not gonna, whatever. But in this case, he did this, and then I'm sure he sent the second Laura who did it the other night to come to him and kind of shoes me into getting as much information as she could, and she did. She got a good enough information, and I gave it to her because it doesn't matter. That's all it is a trail of evidence for if anything ever happens to this woman, of what she did, and she got some information, and she passed it on to Loverboy there and back home, Big Brother in that video. You see him in the background there. It's a tall guy. What's his name now? I don't mention his name. But in this case, since I'm mentioning him and the uncle, this door could be busted in a second by the police and arrest me just because the uncle says, "Oh, get him out of here." He's talking too much about this shit. They're gonna have maybe the other Laura, the one that stormed out of here with her bags and said, "You're the problem." I was like, okay, whatever. Everything was fine. When I was recording the video an hour ago, now all of a sudden you're the Jason, female Jason, with the, but that's fine. I should have videotaped more of it when I was writing back, and she got into these tantrums. And again, either it's really good acting or she's fucking crazy, man. Either in either case, I wasting my time and putting my time in jeopardy because the again, I got a feeling that it was fake, and even though it was she's doing good, and maybe I should call an ambulance, but I look at her, she's breathing okay, take a deep breath, and okay, just wait it out, and then all of a sudden she was fine. So if it was a seizure and then all that happened, I'm sorry, I said there, and if something was going to happen, I was definitely going to call 911, but I was going to call 911 right off the bat because I didn't think it was a real seizure, and I thought you were faking it. And I think you faked it last time too, and that's why a few people told me the same thing about you. And she uses that seizure thing to get people's sympathy, and then I posted the videos so I have another 3 or 4 videos. I think it's 3 more videos of her talking on the phone with some people that I'm probably going to post soon. Those videos are a little more incriminating in a sense, maybe, I don't know, but it shows the ability to change and kind of form to whatever somebody wants from you, as long as you think that it's profitable to do so and get some money out of it. Hey, maybe they try to do that to me and they spent some money to fucking try to get me lured into whatever their plan was. But since I pulled back and I'm not doing it, now maybe I got another contract on my head from these people. So if anything happens to me tonight, it's Sean and Laura. You know them as the wonderful another Bonnie and Clyde couple that live in hotels, and the entourage and they work closely with the people, Ian and Bobby and all those other people in Tent City. That you have the Tent City Chronicles, and then you have the Motel Joytel Chronicles, of this wonderful story that I call life right now. I mean, it's just fucking ridiculous, man. I can't trust anybody, and even when I started trusting a little bit, boom! I put the back on and boom! I mean, was it a plan to get my to get something else that I had here, and I don't know. I ended up making a mistake. She was here last night. I was in another hotel last night, and she kind of supposed to split the rent for the hotel, so I paid a little bit less because it was kind of expensive, but she really didn't contribute anything. She died. But at the same time, I ended up falling asleep with her there in the room. And one thing I promised myself, and I realized, I don't fall asleep with anybody in the same room. Because if I fall asleep and I'm sleeping deep, and that person knows somebody last night, Sean could have, hey, Sean, he's asleep. Could have come in here, and then they could have both fucking, I don't know, robbed me. luckily, I'm even though I'm asleep, I tend to wake up really fast. So in 30 moments, I saw her just walking around there and then doing. She was supposed to be painting, and I saw some of the work that she did. Again, she's all of a sudden she's an artist. She has a whole bunch of paints, and she does paints. And no, I don't know this woman as being. I can't see somebody being really an artist. But since I am, and she wanted to, kind of like, smooth me. It's kind of like, gain my confidence, gain her confidence, whatever it is. The one that like, you have to do this, because if not, they might realize that you're fucking conning them. This was what she did and the other guy did, and he must have sent her. Again, I'm a prime target out here because of now I'm helpless in the sense where I have no car, no really support from many people, few people, and the police. I don't know if they have a fucking X on me too, and remember me, an X, X marks the spot. You shoot. I don't know if the police do. I know some of these the other side of it. They don't do around here. I've made I made a bunch of different videos about different topics that all in which that I've exposed the truth, and the truth you can't. The truth, you see, here's the thing. The truth, right? You expose it, right? Well, unless CNN or ABC or one of the major networks is picking it up. First of all, it doesn't get much like but number two, if it's attacking the wealth class or something about that, they say, well, then you're a prime target for their removal. If it's trying to get the acceptance of like a broad spectrum of cultures all around the world, then still going. Then see, I broke this stand. I have to buy another one. Oh no, it's one way? Yeah. Sorry. This way? Okay. So, what was I saying? A broad spectrum of different cultures, and trying to make them individually understand. If it works, it works. That's what I try. If it doesn't work, well, I'm sorry. I did my best here, man. It is like literally you're paddling upstream in a hurricane, man. It's not it's very hard to find actually the right solution for the problems in society, especially since they're denying what it really is, and all they want is like little fake lies that will help them help them get through the day, so that at least they wake up, go sleep tonight, wake up tomorrow, and hopefully the world isn't over, like it was with the dinosaurs, and a whole other civilizations before your time that occupied a lot of wasted space down here, wasted time. So. Well, that's about it for me for tonight. This was another one of those wacky crazy nights that ended up as the videos ended, and I'm not gonna mention any names, but people that are watching it going like, oh shit, that looks like it's real. There's no acting in this. But then of course, if somebody says, you said this and that, that's real. Oh, that part we were acting. This is what reality is. This is what you guys all know. This is why I do it. Again, I want to repeat myself for the people that keep on asking me, why are you doing that? Why don't you just go and do this and that and that, and everything's going to be fine. Go away. Everything's going to go away. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do things that I've been guided to do from my spirit guides, not by you, not by your judgment and your ignorance about what I'm doing, but by my spirit guides. And they guide me pretty much last 17, 18 years, if not my whole lifetime. So, believe them or believe you? Them. Why? Because I believe a fucking tree over a human being. You understand me? Because what I've experienced out here is a piles and piles of complete, utter lies and bullshit but they're molded in such a way that they incorporate the things that you like. So then you'll maybe look past that just to find that one person, been around them. What's the song? Neil Young song. I don't remember now, but it's about him going around the world looking for that. So I don't know. That actually might be because of the natural, whatever. I don't know. What happened tonight was. It was plain to say that it was going to happen again, and I let it happen. And I was like, well, it's happened to you already a bunch of times. Why do you keep letting it happen? Well, I want to get different video footage for most of it, you know. But they say, keep your friends close and keep your enemies even closer, because those are the ones you're gonna need to find out what exactly they're fucking doing to you. And the only way to really do that is to keep it nice and close, and then play the game for a little while, just making them feel you got him. Oh shit. What did he do? Oh man, he posted them, huh? I saw him delete them. You saw me delete those videos, right? Yeah, you sure did. Good night, everybody, and happy sailing, I guess. Happy fishing for those women out there looking for, like, you know, looking for that good big fish who's got plenty of money, and then I'll take him, everything is going to everything is gone. I've heard some these people repeat, you know, so I was like, oh well, I just sit there and just, you know, I kind of like make them help them do the drugs, and then just waste the time, so then he can waste all that money, so then really fast, you know, make him do it, and then he can buy some more, and then I get a kickback from the people that are selling it to him. What a great profession! It's like prostitution light, right? Because you never have to really like do anything with them. You just make them, you know, spend their money on the thing that they want to do, and you either like make it really crappy so he has to do a lot of it, or you infect the stuff that he has, right? That he's using, so that he runs out of it really fast. And shit, I spent a lot of money, and you just run it through its course. And then, you know, an hour, you know, a 5 hour, 2 hour, you know, 5 hour, 6 hour neck could be condensed into 1 hour, 45 minutes to 1 hour, fucking pissed off mood, then I'll go out and spend everything you have in the bank for it. Thank you, ladies. Who's doing that? Guys too, the gentlemen too. You know, there's both that do that for both, you know, both genders, and that's for the people that have money, that are not really like the people that have money, the wealth class. The middle classes, or even the poor classes, just got a little more money. We're gonna spend it out there. Woo! I act like I'm rich. Woo! And you're gonna make me feel like I'm rich. Woo! You tell me everything I want to hear. Woo! And then what? She took everything. I gave her the bank account, and she what? She emptied out my entire account. What was her name? I don't know. I don't remember her name. Just remember, succubus. And there's incubuses and succubuses, man. All out there, waiting to suck your souls right out of your fucking bodies. Take care, people. Have a good night.